Okay, so before I'm going to explain what our concept of our new product is, I first want to ask you some questions. Do you use Tiki, for example, or betaalverzoekjes with your
Oh, Tiki,
box?
yeah.
Tiki, the app. Do you
Yes,
have
I
it?
use it.
Familiar with it?
Yes.
Do you find anything annoying from Tiki, or
Um,
like sending online payment requests or receiving requests?
uh, Annoying particularly.
No,
Well,
or yeah.
I guess Tiki is a great way to send payment requests and get them easier, but sometimes it's kind of hard to send multiple Tikis to multiple people of all different um, costs. For instance, if
Yeah.
you go out and you have drinks and someone paid for it in advance, you have to calculate every single thing, and then it kind of gets messy figuring out how much you have to send to every person because you have to send it, so you decide how much they have to pay, but you don't always know who paid for
Yeah,
what.
you mean you have to calculate everybody's
Yeah.
spendings, and that takes a lot of time.
Yeah, especially in a group. Like if it's with one person, it's not that big of a problem because it's easy to split. But especially if everyone wants to pay for their own thing, it's
Yeah, so with the calculations, that's a big problem. It takes a lot of time, of course, if you need
Yeah.
to calculate everybody's spendings. And do you also sometimes find it annoying that, for example, it takes a lot of time before you get your money back for someone? What
well,
it
with
takes,
Tiki, it's even faster than like, oh, can you transfer this and this to me? That was like before Tiki.
That's
That was even
true.
longer.
But for
And
example,
it's
when someone forgets to pay your Tiki and it takes like 5 days, you need to send a reminder.
uh, I mean, yeah, kind of, but it's easier than it used to be because you can just directly send them a message. But of course, it's not a guarantee that they're not gonna forget about it and
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah, because you can always like resend the message.
Yeah, but sometimes the link expires and you have to make a new one, and then
So annoying.
yeah.
Okay. Well, we've come up with a solution for for the calculation problems and the waiting time. So we came up with a new payment system. It's called
Alright.
UPS, Your United Payment System. And then with this service, we want, for example, it's easiest if I can explain with an example. For example, when you eat with a restaurant, for example at Caixa, with a group of 5,
Yeah.
and only one person pays,
Yeah.
then of course you need to send them tikkies and whatever. But with Yups, we will provide the restaurants with the option to print out digital bills with and to give like a certain code to the customers, so that as a user, like as a customer, you can just scan the code on the receipt you get,
Yeah.
and then you get a digital ticket
Yeah.
with the app, with our own app,
Yeah.
and then you can just click on your own expenses,
Okay.
which will be directly afschrijven.
Withdrawn from your account?
Withdrawn from your account.
Okay.
So
That's
you can
really
you can
cool.
just put your own expenses, and then for example everybody can do it at the same time before you leave the restaurant, and then nobody has to calculate afterwards or send each other tickets, and everybody just pays for their own expenses.
Okay.
And that's it. So no fightings or arguments or whatever.
Okay, so if I understand correctly, you get for instance, a QR code from
for
your receipt
example,
from
which
the
you can-
restaurant. You can scan it, and you can click on which things
Yeah,
were yours,
yeah, you-
and then you get a new QR code, and they can scan it at
no,
the
like,
cash.
no,
or...
no. Okay, you can scan it with your own phone, and then you get the ticket with everything what's on there. You can just click on your own expenses, for example, a Coke and an iced tea, and then you press like OK, and then it will be automatically like with your bank account app automatically be withdrawn
Transferred
from
to the restaurant.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
well,
Okay.
probably first via Yups, and then the whole bill will be at once like transferred to the restaurant,
Oh, yeah.
because everybody on the same table gets the same
So
QR
once
code.
everyone and
Pays.
it's leveled out, it will
Yeah.
be okay. That's
and
really
for
cool.
example, we also, of course, then you can say like, but what if they don't click on all the products that they consumed, and then, for example, a Coke stays on the bill? We just wanted to split the remaining products into
All the people?
all the people that participated with the QR code
Yeah.
and the bank accounts.
Yeah.
And then do you think that this will be like a solution, or do you think that will also be like annoying for people?
I think it's
Because
a little bit of getting used to.
Because then they have to like have the app again and stuff.
Well, I think people downloaded Tiki anyway because it's a great app, and I think your app would make it even easier, especially with like because you don't have to transfer money to anyone anymore. You just pay for your own thing at the restaurant, and it's also less annoying for the restaurants. Like, oh, can I pin this exact amount, and can I pin this exact amount, and then there's an amount that's still left, and no one wants to pay for it. And I think it's a great solution, especially also like you said. If a Coke stays open on the bill, it just gets split if no one takes it, and I think that's great. I think it's a really good solution. It makes it things less annoying and frustrating when you go out with your friends for dinner. You don't have to fight over that Coke or who paid for what and when it's transferred when. And also for the restaurants, I think it's also very easy because it eliminates like splitting bills or. I think.
And also we thought about the environment because you need less like printable receipts. There's no paper needed, so you can just put digital receipts on the phones.
Yeah.
And then do you then think restaurants will use our product? Because
I think so.
Because we wanted them, then we want the restaurants to pay for the product, and then have a certain fee per transaction, and then the users of the app, like the customers of the restaurant, they can use the app for free. That was like our main idea because of course, if you're going to sit at a restaurant and you have to pay like another €2 to use an app to pay for products that you just consumed, you're not gonna do that.
No, I think it's a good solution, definitely.
Okay, and if you were like a user, so a customer of the restaurant, would you pay for the app or just?
I mean, depending on the
would there be like
price,
an option?
An app for free, everyone is gonna download, for sure. I know that Tiki is, for instance, free, so people might opt for that, even though it's more complicated. But like you said, if it's for the user, the consumer, if it's for free, then I would definitely download it and use it.
Okay, and you agreed with that with the app, there will be less calculation problems, less time-consuming problems.
Yeah, like human error is excluded. That's for sure.
Okay, so you would definitely be a customer or a user of the app.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I got one last final question. Would you like or can you imagine seeing this app implemented at more places than only restaurants? For example, at events or
maybe I can't think
theaters.
of an example. Maybe theaters, also like with buying snacks and sharing snacks, popcorn and stuff. Theaters, yes. Bars, so more like...
and for example, with festival tickets, that the festival sends you an email with the QR code, and then you can also like scan the QR code with your phone and pay the festival ticket. Or do you think that's kind of the same as
that's the same as what's already
so
happening?
That doesn't really solve any problems.
No, it's more for like social situations that, for instance.
For an example, you pay for like 10 festival tickets because you go with a group of friends and just you buy them, and then we send you a QR code which you can send to all your friends, and they can open the app with the QR code. And then the amount,
maybe.
Well, or that will be like the same as Sticky. Maybe
that's almost like the same as Sticky, so I don't know about that. But I think it's great for like social situations, like going out and drinks or eating.
Group
theater would also work. Yes, for sure.
All right, cool.
Cool.
Thank you.
All right.
That's it.